What is up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Aaron. This is Aaron's Aquatics. We have way too much to go through today that I don't have time for any of these YouTube pleasantries. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. Okay, so I've got two things for you guys today. Number one, we are gonna unbox some coral, okay? I already received a shipment about 2.5 weeks ago. However, one of the Aquapora frags was not looking very good. We'll go into that in detail. So the shipper sent me a replacement. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at that because you guys haven't seen this yet. The second thing, and probably the, hold on, probably the cool thing, and why you guys are probably here because you saw the catchy title, hopefully I think of a good catchy title, is why do I have a marine pure block, right? And why do I have reef cement for aquascaping? That's a very good question. I didn't think any of this through. I should have left them on my lap than on the floor. As you guys saw last week, we did a complete video on the LPS in this tank, okay? The next video will probably be on the SPS in the tank. That's why I really haven't talked about it. But I did go through a private hobbyist to pick up some pretty awesome Aquapora frags. Okay, I'm using my point and shoot, so these shots aren't exactly gonna be the best. You're gonna see a lot of blue color. We'll be going into those later. Okay guys, so what I wanna do is get this started, get this acclimating, and then we can go ahead and talk about the other item in this video that I'm really excited to talk to you about. So let's go ahead and get this open. Unfortunately, I did not have anyone here today that could pick up the package. Too much stuff going on at work. You know how that goes. So because of that, I hope the Texas heat did not, oh God, that sound, did not destroy. Picking a butter knife, guys, oh God. Picking a butter knife, really bad decision. Always use a rusty box cutter. Okay, so let's go ahead and feel in this. Make sure that everything feels okay. You know, the temperature in here does feel not that bad, actually. We're gonna go ahead and temp acclimate this. We're gonna drip acclimate it. We're gonna go through the whole process. I mean, you guys have seen literally a million times me do this. So, you know what I'm gonna do instead? Okay guys, while we're waiting to acclimate the coral, let's go ahead and talk about the project I mentioned earlier. As many of you know, the tank behind me is going fallow for 76 days. And actually, the end date to that is August 23rd. 23rd or the 25th. I actually, inside the panel, right there, that little white thing that you can see a little bit, that is a little strip that has all my important dates for it, like when I was dosing certain things. I really should take it off and adjust some of it, but the one date is important, and that's when ick should be completely out of my system. Upstairs, I've got my fish. They're in quarantine. They're doing great so far. I'm feeding them mysis, I'm feeding them krill, I'm feeding them flakes, pellets, you name it. I'm just trying to keep their diet varied, you know what I'm saying? So, in the meantime, I'm thinking to myself, you know what would be great? Starting a new project, something that I've been actually thinking about for quite a while, and that is why we have this. In preparation for this project, I went ahead and ordered a Marine Pure biofilter media. This contains an absurd amount of surface area for nitrifying bacteria to grow. I don't think it's good enough for fauna like copepods and amphipods. However, this is great if you want to cycle a new tank. Moving on, we have Nios Reef Cement. Also a very interesting product, you know, for an already constructed reef. Nios is a brand that makes some very high quality skimmers. At least that's what I'm familiar with. I've never used this product before. I've never seen anyone else use this product before. So this is gonna be a big shot in the dark, guys. I've never used this before, but you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about why we have this Marine Pure and that Reef Cement. It should be painfully obvious at this point that I am going to be starting a new saltwater tank, guys. I am super excited. I've been planning this project for a while, and it's something that I've wanted to talk about. Now, if you're in the Discord channel, you would have already known about it. I've actually been talking about it there, asking you guys for your advice, your opinions. You want to check out Discord? Check out the link right there. It's awesome. We have a lot of fun. There's a ton of people, and I think we're up to like 130 to 150 people. So come on by. Let's go ahead and chat. So what exactly is this new saltwater tank gonna be? Well, you know, I was thinking to myself, so I'm over here on my couch, right? Got my TV over there, playing some X-Bone and some Nintendo Switch or whatever. I'm actually PC Master Race, guys. I'm sorry. Just, you know, girlfriend. Anyways, I was sitting here entertaining myself, and I was thinking to myself, you know what? I've got these stairs over here, right? And look at this. Look at all this space right here. I have my Roomba, Kevin, you know, just being Kevin. That's a lot of room. I mean, come on, look at this. I mean, look at all of this space, right? That's big. That's a lot of space. So I'm thinking to myself, what can fit here and look really nice? I'm thinking a 90-gallon cube. That's what I'm thinking. So I've already gone ahead and placed an order for an SCA 90-gallon cube. It's going to be 30 by 24 by 24. Just so you know, this is also an SCA aquarium tank. It's 210 gallons, 250 total if you count the sump. There's always something I wanted to do if I decided to set up a second saltwater aquarium, and that is a clown harem.
Now, as most of you know, clownfish are typically only kept in pairs outside of the largest of tanks. Well, why is that? Well, because they're little who bite your hand every time you put it in the tank, Tanya. A clown harem is very similar to keeping freshwater cichlids. By adding a large number of clowns into a closed system, social hierarchies and territorial dominance is diffused by spreading that aggression around amongst the other fish. Now, I'm not just going with any clown harem tank, guys. I'm going full saltwater anemones. This means we are going to be keeping and propagating a wide variety of bubble tip anemones, mini maxis, carpets, and more. I can't tell you how excited I am for this project, so expect more in the near future. Okay, so before we finish acclimating the new coral, let's go look at the Marine Pure BioBlock.
While we wait for the coral to acclimate, let's go ahead and get our Marine Pure block ready. For those of you who have not used this extremely porous material has a lot of kind of dust, debris, different stuff that comes inside the packing material and that just kind of flakes off if you press a little bit too hard. Oops. Anyways, so there's a couple steps to making sure that you get this completely ready. First, what you want to do is run it under just tap water. Doesn't matter what temperature. I would just go, you know, comfortable, cold probably. And the goal of this is to remove all of that dust and debris, especially that came from shipping. Once you are done with that, and just to save you guys some time, I did that. I mean, I'm sure you don't want to see me sitting there holding this under running water. Instead, what you want to do is see me, oh God, my bee. What you want to do after you're done with that is, oh gosh, I didn't think this through. You want to drop this into either tank water or, in my case, RODI water. And the reason being is that you just ran this underneath your tap water. Because of how porous this is going to collect a lot of that chlorine and material that comes from your tap, like extra phosphates. So to remove that, we're going ahead and dipping this. I probably need to add a little bit more water. That's why I have this bowl. And I always have a gratuitous amount of RODI water ready just in case. So because I'm doing this one-handed, what's gonna happen is that water is gonna collect at the base of this bowl. I'm trying to scooch it so we get that water. Oh God, my girlfriend's gonna be so mad. Okay, we're gonna add a little bit more water. Kind of cover the top of it. Oh, come on. Good enough, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave this here just for a little bit. You know, let it get out some of that chlorine, some of the phosphates, silicates, all those extra stuff that we definitely don't want to see inside the tank. Once this is done, let's go ahead and put this inside the sump. Okay, so for the sake of not getting any more water on the floor, I took the bucket with me over to my sump. Ignore all the detritus at the bottom. You know, we're going full natural in this tank apparently right now. Chaeto is growing absolutely great. Got a little bit of live rock in here. And of course we have the coral, which is still acclimating. So what we want to do is quickly move this inside of the tank with, see, look at all that water inside this thing. This holds so much liquid. It's unbelievable. Okay, so let's go ahead and put this inside the sump. Doing this one-handed. Oh God, there was still so much water left. Okay, let's go ahead and get this in here. Please, Chaeto, move. Thank you. Okay, we're good, guys. We have touchdown. I'll make this look pretty here shortly, but yeah, that's really all you gotta do, people. Really straightforward, real simple. Now, I'm sure many of you already know why we're putting this marine pure block inside of my sump. For those of you that don't know, however, we are trying to cultivate a healthy population of nitrifying bacteria so that once the 90-gallon aquarium is set up, we can immediately transfer this marine pure block inside of that tank and instantly cycle that aquarium. Now, that is my preferred method on starting new aquariums. That is why my quarantine tanks upstairs are instantly cycled, because I always keep spare filter media on me that is cycled. Now, those are strictly sponge filters. A sponge filter, it was developed in mind, at least for my use, as a quarantine system. Marine pure block of this size, man, that will do wonders. Now, my question, and maybe some of you can answer this because honestly I don't know, is how long something like this marine pure block will need inside of a cycled system like this that's been around for 8-9 months now, 9 months actively. I'm trying to remember when I actually officially started it and when it was cycled itself. So if you know, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. I'd really like your help on this one. I'm back, guys. We are done acclimating the coral. Let's go ahead and put that in the tank. All right, so let's go ahead and get this frag inside the tank. We've got the marine pure block down below that you guys already saw. So I've got my little frag rack right here. Now, I do have radions, which allows me to set an acclimation timer. However, I really want to keep this right here just for quarantine measures. I've got my Montipora. As you guys know, I'm still doing the Montipora eating nudibranch dip. I've got one other little chalice. I think it's a watermelon chalice, and it's looking okay. It came in with the last batch. Not doing exactly the best, but I'll go ahead and get you guys some glamour shots of this. All right, guys, so today we have added the marine pure block down below in the sump. Hopefully after a week, 2, 3, whatever it takes, that will be cycled with beneficial bacteria so that when the 90-gallon is here, we can immediately cycle that thing. I'm super excited. Just so you know, the tank has already been ordered with SCA. I'm getting some custom work done because I'm looking for an external overflow. Now, most SCA tanks are Durso overflow based, and you know, with my experience with the Durso, it's not the best overflow system, guys. It definitely isn't, but it gets the job done. So for this, I'm going with the bean animal approach. I will be walking through the entire process step by step with you. I'm really excited. All the stuff is coming in next week, so make sure if you want to keep really up to date, you can join me on Instagram, or if you'd like to talk with me in person, go ahead and hit me up on Discord. So thank you guys very much for watching. My name is Aaron. This is Aaron's Aquatics. I'll see you next time.